Hey guys, I'm Steph and welcome to my beauty stash. Welcome back, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. Before we begin, make sure you click on that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you're notified every time I have a new video upload. So I have something that I cannot wait to share with you guys, and that is my new little mini series entitled 7 Foundations in 7 Days. I will be reviewing the latest foundations, both high-end and affordable, giving you guys 12-hour wear tests and rating each foundation at the end of the day. Now, before we begin, let me tell you guys a little bit about my skin and my major concerns. I'm 37 years old. I have normal to oily skin. My most oily places on my face are, of course, my T-zone, especially my nose. My main concern right now are my fine lines and large visible pores, so I am always looking for a new product that's going to help blur and fade those pores away and make those fine lines look invisible. All of the foundations that I will be trying for you these next 7 days all have a different finish and they all have a different amount of coverage. To give you guys a good shade match for my skin, in the Fenty Pro Filter Foundation, I am in shade 140. And in the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation, I am in the shade 420. All of the other products that I will be using on my face are products that I know work extremely well for me. And these are the products that I will be using every single day that I try out one of these new foundations. For primer, I will always go in with the Cover FX Gripping Primer. For concealer, I will be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade Light Sand. To set my T-zone and under eye area, I will be going in with the Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. And to set the perimeters of my face, I will be using the Too Faced Peach Blur Translucent Finishing Powder. For all of the foundation reviews, I will be using a damp makeup sponge. For setting spray, I'll be using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And I will also be using the Urban Decay All Nighter once I have finished my entire face of makeup. During these wear tests, I will not be doing any kind of touch-ups to my skin. I want to see how the foundation performs with the products that I'm used to using on a daily basis and how it's going to wear on my normal to oily skin. I really hope you guys enjoy these next 7 days of 7 different foundations and 12-hour wear tests. As always, guys, please leave me your comments, your suggestions for any videos that you wish to see from me in the future. Now, let's get started with day 1. All right, so this is the Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation. This foundation does retail on their website for $44 and you do get 1 fluid ounce. And they matched me with the shade 40. I did the shade match comparison chart that they did have online, and I plugged in the shade that I'm in the Fenty Pro Filter foundation, and it said that shade 40 would be the best match in the Il Makiage foundation. So I went with their recommendation. I also picked up the concealer, but I had a problem with the pump, so they are sending me a new bottle, which I will be reviewing in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. But let me give you some specifics on this foundation. This foundation says that it's 100% cruelty-free, provides a natural matte finish, buildable medium to high coverage, comes in 50 different shades, which I think is awesome. And it does contain vitamin E and hyaluronic acid for hydrating and anti-aging. So those were some of the main reasons why I decided to try this foundation out today, and I am so looking forward to it. I've seen some good things about it online, and it just looks like it's going to be a fit for me. So the tips do say to prep your skin with a moisturizer or primer. I already have a moisturizer on, and I will be applying a primer. It also says that this formula plays well with a well-rounded, full-bodied brush. And it does say to use their brush, but of course, I have some other brushes here. I don't know that I'm going to use a brush though, just because that's not really how I apply my foundations. I always go in with a damp beauty sponge. So I'm probably just going to use my beauty sponge for that today. And the third tip says to give the foundation some serious stamina. Dust powder across your T-zone to calm oily skin, or use a setting spray for dry skin. So I will definitely be using both today. So let's go ahead and get started with the application of the Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation. The first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin, and I'll be using the Cover FX Gripping Primer. This does seem to be a really good shade match for me. I'm happy with the shade that it is, and I like the way that it's applying. Okay, so this is with the 2 pumps, and I think that it's provided a good, I would say it's about a medium coverage right now. I'm going to try and just build it up a little bit in this area right here, since this is where I want my most coverage. But it went on really nicely on the skin. It feels really nice on the skin. So, so far, I'm liking it, and I really love the shade match. I think it was a really good shade match for me. And again, I'm in the shade 40. So I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with it. Now I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape. Now I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder, and I'm going to apply that where I laid down the concealer. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Peach Blur Finishing Powder, and I'll be applying this to the perimeters of my face. To mesh everything together, I'm going to go in with the Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray. Now, let's take a final look at the skin. I think this foundation looks really nice. It's not settling into my lines. It's not settling into any pores. Can I still see my pores? Yes. I didn't use a pore filling primer, and I don't think that the foundation camouflages pores. So that's okay though. I mean, it's skin, you know, we're gonna always see some imperfections. So I think that it's laying nicely, It feels nice. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey or anything like that. And I really do like the shade match that Il Makiage did for me. So I have high hopes for this, and we are going to give it a good 12-hour wear test today. And let me do my check-in time with you guys. So right now it is 11:12, and I will be wearing this for a good 12 hours today. I'll be doing periodic check-ins throughout the day, so you guys can see how this is wearing on my normal to oily skin. So I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, this is going to be my 3-hour check-in with the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation. I do like the way it is sitting on my skin. I have very little oil coming through on my nose. That is the oiliest part of my face. And I just think my skin has a nice soft glow, soft radiance to it without looking oily. I really do like the way the foundation is sitting on the skin. It's not settling into any of my fine lines or anything like that. It doesn't look bad around my cheek area where I have my larger pores through here. It looks fine on my nose and around my mouth. I have already had lunch. So so far we're doing good, and I will be back in another 3 hours with my 6-hour check-in of the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation. Hey guys, so it's been about 6 hours that I have on the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation, and I can see that my oils have started to come through. Not a lot, not too bad, but enough to where I notice it. I do like the way it is laying on my skin. It hasn't, gotten into my pores. It hasn't made them, more visible than what they are, which is great. And I think it's sitting really nicely. The only thing I'm kind of bothered by is that I am starting to see my oils, and I used my Holy Grail powder, which was the Peach Perfect Setting Powder by Too Faced. That one really does a great job at keeping my oils away. So, and you can kind of see I have like a nice glow going on, but on my nose, it's a little too glowy, I think. But so far, it's holding up really nicely. Everywhere else, there is no caking, no cracking, no creasing, no anything. Maybe just slightly in my smile lines, but nothing terrible. I have some foundations that do a worse job. So this is so far doing really well, and it looks pretty on my skin. So I will be back with another check-in. I will be back with a 9-hour check-in. I'm going to do a workout right now. So we're going to see how this withstands sweat and heat and all that good stuff. So we'll see how I look in another 3 hours. I'll check y'all out later. Bye, guys. Hey guys, so this is my post-workout check-in with the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation. And it came off a little bit right here, but this is the area where I tend to perspire the most, around the hairline, and that's where I've been wiping, with the napkin and stuff. But it's still intact here on my cheeks. I am more dewy than I was about an hour ago, but I would say it's holding up pretty well. Yeah, I did a couple miles on the treadmill. I did some strength training, so for all the sweating I've done, you can see here on my shirt, I think it is holding up really well. It's not cakey. I am shinier in my nose and my T-zone, but that's to be expected. And I will be back with my 9-hour check-in in a couple hours. So see y'all then. So this is my 9-hour check-in with the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation, and I have to say I really, really like it. For being 9 hours and already been through a workout, I think it is holding up really well. The oiliest place on my face right now is my nose, but it's not even excessively oily. It's tolerable.
you know. I've been a lot worse before. I think it's kind of looking maybe a little more luminous, a little more dewy on my forehead and right here through my cheeks, but it's holding up, guys. It's not caking up, it's not creasing. It doesn't look bad for 9 hours. It's still, look, I mean, it really looks good. And I worked out. I had a good workout a while ago, and I think it's really looking good. I do have a little bit of breakup like right here, but that's about it. Like, it is intact, and I am really enjoying this foundation. I will be back in another 3 hours to give you my final thoughts, to do the final check-in, the 12-hour check-in, and we'll see how it's all holding up. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so it's now been 12 hours that I've been wearing the Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation, and I am very happy with my results. I'm very happy with the way the foundation is looking. Yes, I realize I'm a little bit oily, but you have to keep in mind it's been 12 hours with zero touch-ups and a workout. So I think that this foundation has held up so well. I really like how it's looking. Remember that I do have normal to oily skin, oily mainly in my T-zone, and the most oily part of my face right now is my nose, and that's usually where I tend to get the most oils. So I am going to give this foundation a 4.5 star rating, and I'm very, very happy with it. I would highly recommend the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation, really for any skin type. I think it would work really well for you. I want to say, and I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but I picked up this foundation along with the concealer for $5. They have a promotion where they let you pay just the shipping cost. You get to try both of them at home for 2 weeks. If they don't work out for you, you send them back within that 2 week time frame, and all you paid is the $5 shipping. And you know what? They end up donating the used product to a women's shelter. So I think that is so wonderful. Great job, Il Makiage, on making a really great product. I cannot wait for my concealer to come in. Like I mentioned earlier, I did have a problem with the pump, and Il Makiage took care of it. They are sending me a new concealer ASAP, and I will most definitely try that for you all on my channel. But guys, this did really well. It held up really well throughout the day. I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video. Remember, this is only day 1 of 7 days of 7 different foundations, 12-hour wear tests every day. Foundations is one of my favorite things to try, and I can't wait for you all to see the rest of the videos that I have lined up. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water, and I'll see y'all next time.